going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do. They don't want to know.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7.
Tackles. 90 is a mic. You're not ready. You're not ready.
5.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Parker unable to get that one.
Here we go. Set. Pace, let's go. Dog. Ready. Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K-Rod short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Now back to throw.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We own them. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Push him back. Mike 54.
And go.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Derrick Henry. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. Double time.
3 down.
Get it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Yo, go.
Come in tight. Out. 3 down. Out.
Hey, Haywood. Lee Trevor.
Off play action. Womack.
Let's make these babies cry.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. But bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right, letting one go deep for the... And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DK Metcalf, 26 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color?
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry, 82 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Trying to look. They got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Mike, 55. Right down. You don't want nothing.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. You must be dreaming.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ready?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing on 1st down. Womack. Looking deep for Gabriel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here we go, here we go. 60 orange. Smell fear in that offense. Ready, go.
On 2nd down now. It's Hill. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Lock it. Switch it.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 80 weapon.
2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Okay, double up. Bang, 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 bang.
What?
Let's go.
On second down, it's Hill. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Tighten up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. And go.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tyreek Hill, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10
Let's go.
at their own
Let's go.
35-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Parker, the intended target. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one now.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
Let's go, let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Big play, dog. Hayward. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Check, 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 check. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go, D.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. A run for Hill. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That's it.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kamale Correa. And they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. On 1st and 10, Womack. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Back to throw. Womack completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Looking to throw. Womack. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Womack. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
90 is a mic.
Are you Alpha?
90 is a
Get it.
On 4th down, Womack buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Slam, 66. Bullet high.
Here's Hill one more time. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They can't hang with us.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go on 4th down. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, the raw sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop. And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away? Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Mecole Hardman ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one. And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line. It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Trubisky will throw, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game. Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game. That one throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where quarterback...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come get some.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jackson. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Oliver, 29 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.